video on a streamer who I actually like quite a bit by the name of Trainwrecks TV. He is a guy who gets it twisted every single day and has dumped millions of dollars on the daily into slots. This guy is what I wish I was. Here I am doing gambling for children, aka gotcha games, when this guy's doing gambling for degenerates. Truly the Jesus of the gambling community. Tectone can never. He is, I believe, a co-owner of Kick, I think. And this is a whole video about a streamer that's more powerful than every influencer you know. That's very interesting. Let's watch this real quick.
While the internet was busy watching XQC sign a $100 million
It's a lot
contract,
of money.
another name kept quietly controlling the biggest moves behind the scenes. Trainwreck.
Wait, what the fuck? I'm in there. Mom, I made the video, man. Yo, I'm in there, man. Hey, look at that. Hey, we made it to the big leagues, boys. Nice.
Trainwreck.
Love that.
He isn't breaking Twitch records. He isn't flexing mega brand deals on YouTube. In fact, most casual viewers barely know what he even looks like.
Wait, what?
But Trainwreck might secretly be more powerful and richer than nearly every streamer you know.
Hot take, I think Trainwrecks is the most attractive streamer on the platform. I like the way he looks because, like, he's ugly, but he's, like, ugly enough to where it, like, triggers that primal side of people's brain because he looks like a gorilla. You know what I mean? Very few people have the opportunity to have sex with, like, a monkey. But Trainwrecks is like that. He's like a Yeti. You know what I mean? Like, it's like one gorilla versus 100 women, right? Let's see how many times Trainwrecks can blow his... Anyways.
Wow.
He's more attractive than you, bro? Yeah, I know. It's what I literally just said. I said that just now. I don't know why you're saying that as an insult when I just said that. That's what I said. The thing that you just said, I said it.
While the biggest names fight for clout and flex on social media, Trainwreck's been pulling strings, negotiating deals worth hundreds of millions, and quietly stacking...
Where the fuck is my $100 million deal, man? Where is my $100 million deal? The biggest deal I've ever been offered by any platform is only like, what, like 2.8 million? How do I get the $100 million deal, bro? I'm telling you, I convert, bro. I tell you, I'm not like Lacey, man. I have pull. I'm telling you. Give me a cool 10 mil, man. I will suck your dick for free. Well, 10 mil will be great, though.
The fortune that most influencers couldn't even comprehend. And
Oh,
to understand
shit.
how he pulled it off, we need to go...
What's crazy is like $100 million ain't even that much. Like, if you think about it, like, it's not even that much. It's just $100 million. You know, like, what can you do with it? Like, once you have 5 million compared to 100 million, like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? It's like, what's the difference between 5 mil and 100 mil? That's just a shit ton of money that your ass ain't ever gonna spend. Like, okay, you're officially stupid? Math ain't mathing? If you have $5 million, you invest it, you live off the interest. You have $100 million, you invest it, you live off the interest. It's like, it's not even that big. Like, you've already won. $5 million is the number where you just win. You've won at life. Like, maybe you have a castle versus not having a castle. But realistically, it's like, okay, well, I've just won more. Anyways.
Back to how one of Twitch's most controversial streamers flipped the entire streaming industry in his favor. Before Trainwreck was brokering 9...
I think the problem is I'm in the mood to saying a bunch of stupid shit right now. I think I'm in full steak and eggs mode right now. I think I'm being too silly right now. I need to relax. Sorry, I'm having too much fun right now.
Figure deals, he was burning bridges. He started streaming back in 2015, but his relationship with Twitch was rocky from the very beginning. His streams weren't polished gaming content or reaction-based variety streams. Trainwreck...
Why did you just post reaction-based variety streams on fucking Pokimane? All she does is turn around and show her ass to the camera. What else has she ever done? Am I crazy for not knowing a single thing that Pokimane has ever done? Am I crazy? She just makes fun of poor people. Like, what, like, legitimately, no, chat, be serious. What has she done? It's just cookies. I actually don't know a single thing that Pokimane has ever done. None of you guys, what, is Pokimane real? What has she done? Who is she? She said the N-word? I'm so proud of her for that.
Trainwreck was raw, often ranting for hours about Twitch's policies and what he saw as...
No, I'm gonna Google this. I'm having a crisis right now. How did Pokimane get big? Engaging gameplay and commentary in popular games like Fortnite and League of Legends. She gave lonely people attention. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, anyways, let's just move on.
blatant favoritism.
I think I just unlocked the codex of like an industry plant, bro. There's just no way.
in how bans were handed out. In
Something went wrong.
2017, he was suspended for a rant targeting female streamers.
Hey, that's what I just did. I guess I'm next. Shit. Wait, Trade is banned off of Twitch? Shit.
Which nearly ended his streaming career early. But while Twitch was handing out bans, Trainwreck's following kept growing. Viewers weren't showing up for family-friendly content. They were drawn to someone who said everything out loud that most streamers wouldn't dare to.
Oh my god, can you not swear?
By 2018, his Scuffed podcast series was drawing even more attention, hosting guests like XQC, Pokimane, and other top Twitch creators. Despite his outsider status, Trainwreck had slowly carved out a space right in the center of Twitch's rising personalities. And as Twitch started leaning heavily into advertiser-friendly, sanitized content, Trainwreck increasingly became an outsider to the platform's vision.
Love
what
that.
neither he nor Twitch realized was that being pushed to the margins would eventually give him leverage that none of Twitch's golden creators would ever have. Because while others were locked into Twitch's system, Trainwreck was about to find a completely different way to play the game. For years, Trainwreck's content was unpredictable.
Shamelessness!
Hours of variety gaming, reaction rants, and commentary. But his stream started shifting heavily into one category: gambling. By 2021, gambling had become a central part of his content, and it wasn't small stakes, with some sessions
$15 million of winning. Chat, why are we not doing that? Why are we not getting it twisted right now, man? What are we doing?
seeing him win or lose millions in a single night.
Yes, yes, yes!
In one stream, he revealed he'd wagered over $1 billion total on gambling sites.
There's no one in this world, even billionaires, that do it how I do it. Maybe Dana White. Maybe him.
His gambling streams routinely attracted tens of thousands of concurrent viewers. Not because people were learning strategy like Mickey Maze, but because they were watching someone casually throw around more money in minutes than most people make in a lifetime. But that number was just the beginning.
Why are we not doing that? That won't be you, but that could be me.
Trainwreck was earning
We need to run it up.
more than $1 million per month in sponsorship fees, with some sources estimating his total payouts from gambling sponsors like reaching as high as $360 million. He openly said during streams that the money he was being paid dwarfed what any other streamer was making, stating, "I've made more than anyone on this platform ever has." At one point, he claimed he was pulling in upwards of $22 million per month from gambling deals alone, numbers that full-blown corporations would envy. But while the money was flowing in, Twitch's tolerance for gambling content was shrinking fast. Public backlash was growing, and in late 2022, Twitch announced a crackdown on gambling streams, banning unregulated
Don't gamble, you'll end up like Slicker King. Well, that's because Slicker's bad at gambling. I'm good at it. I went to Vegas and I was up like 16 grand. And then I was down 5 grand by the end of the night. But I mean, obviously, if I can get 16K once, I can get it again.
crypto
I'll just do it
casinos
again.
from being streamed. For most creators, that would have been the end of the run. But for Trainwreck, it was the perfect opening to pivot his power into something even bigger.
Bigger?
As Twitch's gambling bans rolled out, Trainwreck was already working behind the scenes. That's when Kick was born. Kick wasn't just another streaming platform. It was backed by crypto gambling money, tied to some of the very companies that had sponsored Trainwreck's gambling streams. But instead of just signing on as a creator, Trainwreck negotiated something far more valuable: equity and leadership in the platform itself. He framed Kick
Damn.
as a response to Twitch's broken system.
Yep.
A platform where creators would finally get their fair split. A 95-5 revenue
That's
share
crazy.
compared to Twitch's 50-50 model.
That's fucking
and
crazy.
wouldn't face constant suspensions for minor infractions.
Yep.
According to reports, his deal included an equity stake large enough to make him one of the most influential figures shaping the entire direction of the company. Behind
That's
the
crazy.
scenes, though Kick was a power move, Trainwreck wasn't just signing contracts. He was helping run the platform's operations, recruit talent, and design its business model, and the timing couldn't have been better. When Kick officially launched, Trainwreck wasn't just a streamer. He was now a power broker. He was personally involved in recruiting
Shun Logic. I know who that guy is, and I'm familiar with his content.
some of the biggest names in streaming. XQC,
And he's not like Frogan.
Aiden Ross, Hikaru Nakamura, Bruce Drop 'em Off, and others signed
Play a game or something? Yo, mods, ban that guy.
eye-popping deals worth tens of millions. With crypto-backed funding flowing in, some estimates suggest Kick has already been valued at well over $1 billion, making Trainwreck's equity in the platform potentially worth 9 figures alone.
Jesus.
While others are busy flaunting their wealth, Trainwreck has placed himself one step behind the curtain, quietly pulling the strings. Of course, Trainwreck's rise hasn't been without backlash.
Thank you,
Kick's
bro.
financial ties to crypto gambling, lax moderation policies, and Trainwreck's own gambling past
Yo, Genizetta, how about we stop this pussy shit playing gambling for children? And how about me and you both put $10,000 on the line and we hit up some fucking slots, baby? Who can make the most money getting it twisted on slots in 10 hours? Dude, let's get it fucking twisted, bro. How about you lend me 10K? Any winnings you get are mine. And you're required to gamble it until you have nothing left or until you've won everything. You have to gamble it all. I lend you 10K and we go band for band. That's just losing 10K? Yeah, but what if he wins $1 million?
have sparked plenty of criticism. Some critics have gone even further, arguing that Kick's aggressive expansion strategy may only be possible because of funding reportedly tied to massive crypto profits and Middle Eastern investment money. Industry insiders have questioned whether Kick's business model is sustainable long term, or whether it's simply being propped up by offshore interests willing to burn cash to pull creators away from Twitch.
People don't get that Kick will never run out of money because Stake is never going to run out of fucking money. It's just not, bro. It's just not. Kick's going to be here forever.
But through it all, Trainwreck has remained mostly untouchable.
See, Train looks great here, man. I told you. Great. Train's a good looking dude.
Because unlike most influencers, his wealth doesn't depend on viewer donations, ad revenue, or Twitch subs. He's insulated himself from bans.
Yeah, he just wins, bro. All he has to do is win in slots and he's good forever. It's really that easy.
Demonetization, and platform drama. As long as Kick keeps growing, his fortune grows with it.
Yep. And by the way, Train, I brought over 400 creators to Kick. So I'll be real, man. I feel like you owe me at least 50 grand. So just toss that shit my way and I'll do a gambling stream where I gamble it all. And that's a real standing offer, Trent. You toss me 50K for all the creators I brought over to Kick and how many people I got into multi-streaming, and I will go on Stake and I will gamble it all the way live on stream. That's up to you, big man. If you want to make something happen, 50K my way, I gamble it all or nothing. Yep, let's get it done. I will, in fact, get it twisted.